Okay. Martin is in a fifth grade class. He's a special ed kid with mixed in with gen ed kids. And so this is another case, just like last night's, about peer teasing. And I'm going to use the same teacher, Mr. Evans. And this is about a few years later. So Martin uh, is at recess, and he gets into a fight with another kid. And the playground aide comes up and says, "Okay, guys, we're gonna go talk to your teacher." And Mr. Evans is team teaching the class with Miss Frampton. So when the playground aide brings the boys in, Martin is crying because he's very sensitive. He doesn't want to get in trouble, and a whole bunch of children are laughing at him, and he's screaming, yelling, and crying. So when he gets back to the classroom, and he sees Mr. Evans, and then the playground aide says to Mr. Evans, "Yeah, we had a fight on the playground," and Mr. Evans is like, "Yeah, I could tell that was Martin making that funny sound down the hallway." So the play, so the So Martin's still screaming and kicking and yelling. And then Mr. Evans says to Martin, "Martin, go sit in the little office right over there until you're finished making a fool of yourself." And so they talk about what happened. And Mr. Evans is like, "Great." So he writes on the board, "I will grow up or I will lose recess." And he gets out sheets of paper and tells the other boy to get out a sheet of paper. And then Martin comes back and he's still yelling and just kicking and stomping. And Mr. Evans is like, "Go back in there if you're going to do that. And then I want you to sit down. I'm going to read that to you. I will grow up or I will lose recess, and you will write that sentence until I tell you to stop." So he's writing the sentence up and down and up and down the sheet of paper, and he kind of calms down. And Miss Frampton comes in, and she's like, "Whoa, okay." And Mr. Evans like, "Yeah, wait, the two had a fight." And so that's what I'm having them do is write, "I will grow up or I will lose recess." So Mr. Evans is right to hold these boys accountable for their actions, because what they were doing was very dangerous on the playground. They were not keeping each other safe, and they were fighting, which is always an appropriate, thing to do. And also one thing that I forgot to mention is that Mr. Evans mentioned to the boys is like, "You guys were very foolish to choose to do that on school grounds," right after the playground aide left. So here's a question that I'd like to ask. Was Mr. Evans correct and helping and talking to these boys about their behavior? And is the overcorrective punishment of writing the sentence, "I will grow up and lose recess," is that the best way to approach this problem? And did Mr. Evans react to Martin's behavior, or respond, I should say, appropriately by saying to go sit in the office until you're finished making a fool of yourself? Thank you so much.